Today we're going to be making princess bustier. Okay, and I'm going to teach you how to make it very simple, very straightforward. Today I'm working with a shoulder of 16. What I do, I divide a 16 into 2, then add half an inch for sewing allowance. That is to say, 16 inches is the shoulder length. Then I divide that by 2 and I will get 8. Then add up half an inch for sewing allowance. Okay, then what you do from there, you just come down straight. You mark your armhole length. For me, I'm using 9. Maybe you could use 8 if you're smaller. If you're big, you can use 9 or 10. My bust line is 11. My under bust is 14. And my half length is 17. Okay, my half length is 17. So that's that for that. Then also from the half length, you can add like 2 more inches for your sewing allowance, or you can add 1 inch. Just whatever suits you, whatever suits you. So we're gonna just mark those lines. So you come down, you bring that from the shoulder length down to the chest line, you mark a straight line. Remember, it was 9 inches for myself. Then what you want to do now, you measure the length. Mine is 9, so 9 divided by 2, I will have 4 and a half. 4 and a half. So what I'm gonna do now, from there, I'm gonna be making up my armhole curve. My armhole curve. From the shoulder, you come down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope. For this dress, I'm going to be using 3.5 for the neckline, 3 by 3.5. Yep. And then I'm making a circle, so you can choose to do any shape that is best. Or bust line, bust point, mine is 8 divided by 2 is 4. Half an inch, I'll add up all that for the sewing allowance, and I'll mark 4.5 here. On the under bust, I will mark 4 inches. On the half length, also 4 inches. And also the allowance, 4 inches. Let me just label this to avoid confusion, okay? This is our chest line, bust point, under bust, half length, and allowance. Okay, so now we're gonna rule that line we just made. The 4 inches, you roll it all the way down, you put it together to meet up with the 4.5 there. All right, so what you're gonna do next now is if you're gonna pad your bustier, you make it 2.5. It's coming by 2.5 here, 2.5 there. On the underbust as well, 2.5. You make a straight line, right? And then next you want to draw that to meet with that. Yeah. Then now also you want to take this point to meet up with that point, okay, that you've marked on before. And that's it. Yeah. And also, see, we're having our breasts, the breasts are having shape. You come down by 2 from that point. Okay. And you make the same straight line. And you don't stop there. You extend this line up so that when you're sewing it, you don't run short of fabric. You better have more than less. So you can make 3 if you want, but 2 is fine for me. I come up by 2 inches here. And this will now be my new armhole. Okay. And that's it. That's it. So now we're gonna cut here, there, there, there. I'm gonna cut it out, okay? And that's the neckline if you want to do it as well. So that's all we do for here. The shoulder slants. Please don't forget, you roll that shoulder slants. Okay? Just roll your shoulder slant and you continue to cut. Now, to continue to take our measurement, now we've finished cutting it, we're going to take our measurement. So for me, the bust I'm working with here, it's 40. So 40 divided by 4 is 10 plus. So we have 10 as a measurement. Then I add up 2 inches more for sewing allowance. My sewing allowance is 12. 2 inches for sewing allowance. Altogether is 12. And next, what we're going to do now is to come down by the half length. My half length is 38. 38 divided by 4, right? Plus 2 inches for sewing allowance, 11.5. So 11.5 is here. You mark that the same thing, 11.5 for the sewing allowance. And that's the right all right, and that's how it's gonna be like, okay? And that's the right way to cut the front part. So now we're gonna go to make the second part, which is our back. The back cut is very, very simple as well. So to make the back, you place the front into a blank sheet and you take 2 inches for your sewing for your zip. So I've labeled that zip. Then what you need to do is just trace. You trace, right? Then when you come down to the neck, depending on how okay, for me, the length that you have to make it the same here up there. Then you can come down, say by 1.5. Yeah, and create your, either you want a circle shape or whatever shape you want to have, you just go for it. When we're through. And also don't forget to take in your dot line. Okay, so our dot line is here. Okay, that's why you can take in your dots 1/2 inch on both sides if you want to. After you finish tracing, is what it's gonna look like. So what you need to do is to align the armhole for the back properly, so you can have a good shape. Okay, then everything that doesn't look right, just make them look right, basically. Here is for our dot. You can choose to also make that one, just make a roll that way on the half cut, and you are done. This is our dot. That line is a zip, and that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that others can also see So when you sew them, I'm gonna sew this. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. You sew it all the way, come down there. Also, this is what we have for our back. Thank you for tuning in today. God bless you. Bye.